Welcome back to the Traffic to Leads podcast. I'm your host, Ted Debettencourt. Today, we're thrilled to welcome Delisi Friday, founder of First Call Friday, a platform designed to help small and medium-sized law firms grow through strategic referral-based partner marketing. With over 20 years of experience working inside 7, 8, even 9-figure law firms, Delisi grew up in a law firm setting, starting her career organizing leads and attending trials at just 15. Her passion is connecting lawyers with the right referral partners and helping solo and small attorneys compete effectively against larger players through smart, relationship-driven business development. Get ready to dive into how attorney referrals, relationship building, and strategic partnerships can fuel your growth. Welcome, Delisi.
Hi.
Thanks for being on the show today. Excited to learn more about First Call Friday. How'd you get into this crazy world of legal marketing?
I was born into legal industry. My dad's a trial lawyer. I was born the
Okay.
day my dad became a lawyer. And
Oh,
so my
wow.
first job was being the receptionist in my dad's law firm at the age of 14. That's how I look so young and have 20 plus years of legal experience. Um, and so I got into this industry because of my father. I initially thought I was going to be a lawyer and decided I was not going to be a lawyer, but I
Mhm.
love lawyers so
Yeah.
much. And so instead of becoming one, I did legal marketing
Mhm.
and worked 7 years at Cowan Rodriguez Peacock, growing that firm. Then I spent 2 years as chief of staff to R. John Robbins with How to Manage a Small Law Firm.
Mhm.
And if I hadn't met R. John Robbins, there is no way I would have started my business because I never thought I was an entrepreneur. But I learned I am. And what fuels me in life is helping lawyers make friends who refer them cases. So
Awesome.
here I am because referral marketing for lawyers is my life.
Awesome. Awesome. So, what's it like being the daughter of a law firm and having your first job working at your pop's law firm?
At the time I was like, oh, dad, I don't want to work at your law firm. I hated it. I hated it.
Hmm.
But God, I look back on that now and I think to myself how freaking lucky I am
Yeah.
that my dad gave me all the different jobs within his law firm when I was a kid. Because at the age of 14, I knew how to refer cases to other law firms because my dad taught me, hey, every time that phone rings, it's an opportunity to help someone. We never take that for granted. This
Hmm.
was before digital marketing. This was
Yeah.
way before that. It was yellow pages, it was ads in the church bulletin. Like that's what kind of advertising we were doing. And so my dad taught me early on, you refer those cases out to the right lawyer because
Hmm.
they called you for help and you help them. And it made me become who I am. And it also gave me a deep respect for every law firm I work with because I know what they do and I know the challenges it can be a father and a law firm owner or a mother and a law firm owner and have kids because I was that kid. I knew what it was like when we would be on summer vacation and my dad would be like, guys, I have to go back to the hotel room. Just got a phone call. Someone's in jail. I've got to take this right now. Like I
Yep.
knew that because I lived it.
It's in your blood.
And so it's in my blood. I'm like, I just want to help you all. I just want to help you all because I love y'all. And that's how I became who I am.
Hmm. Hmm. So, you worked for your father for a while. Then you worked for a firm for 7 years, helped through that. Then you worked for R. John Roberts. What are some learnings that you've taken with you that you apply to your agency now?
From all of those experiences,
Or I guess what are some enduring ones from each experience that you've taken with you?
I think my father taught me how important creating strong relationships are in the legal community. I learned that from day one from my dad. And I also learned how important it is to have a great reputation and be respected in the legal community because it takes years to build a legacy, but it takes seconds to lose it.
Yeah.
And so at all times, I am trying to live up to those standards and make sure that I have a great reputation and I always deliver what people are expecting from me. I never want to
Mhm.
let anyone down.
Nice.
Michael Cowan taught me you can grow a law firm from 7 to 8 figures through referral marketing.
Hmm.
I would not have known this was my passion if I didn't spend 7 years with him growing that law firm. And he taught me it's possible. We
Mhm.
didn't know. We didn't know going into it. We were spending hundreds of thousands of dollars like everyone else on SEO and ads and all the things, right? And I didn't know it was possible until we did the damn thing. And
Yeah.
then we did it, and it opened up my eyes to this other side of growing a law firm I didn't know existed, because it's hard to compete with that 800-pound gorilla when that 800-pound gorilla is outspending you every single month.
Yeah.
And so trying to build a business with B2B and attorney referrals was something I learned because of him and that experience. And I appreciate it so much, because now when I tell lawyers you can do this, I'm not just telling them to tell them. I did it. I did it with my own hands. I did it. I did all the mistakes too. So if you can pay me to help you not do all the mistakes that I learned, great, because you're gonna do this a heck of a lot faster than it took me to do it. And with our John Robbins, we could talk for like a whole week, and I could fill up every second of that recording on everything our John Robbins told me, because that man impacted my life in such a positive way. Everything I do, I think about him in some way, shape, or form, because he taught me just how important it is to run your law firm like a business,
Yeah.
and how important that is if you want your business to be successful. It just so happens that it's a law firm.
Mhm.
And I think of him all the time. And there's not enough time for me to say how Arjan gave me a tidbit, because there's too many.
Fair, fair. So you're working with Don John. You have vast legal experience, which is impressive for someone your age, but I get it. You started at 14. And then at what point did you say, you know what? I can do this myself. And how did that thought come about? And what did you decide to take that leap?
The thought came about because I took a sabbatical after Arjan. I
Mhm.
wanted to just spend some time with my daughter because I worked really hard with him. And before I made my next move, I wanted to take a moment, just reflect on what that looked like.
Mhm.
And after my sabbatical, I did some contract work with a 7-figure law firm and an 8-figure law firm, just to see, like, what do I want to do? I want to be very intentional.
Yeah.
And the experience with both, because they hired me to help them with their referral marketing, taught me I am not gonna fuel my soul with just one law firm.
Yeah.
I want to help the whole world. And I know that probably sounds corny, but I legitimately love lawyers, and I, with all of my soul, love referral marketing. I am the happiest person when someone sends me a random message and they're like, Delisi, I need a family law firm in Seattle, Washington. Who do you know? Go. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to introduce you to Elise right now. Here's her info. And they're
Yeah.
like, how do you do that? And I'm like, this is just who I am.
That's awesome.
That's what makes me happy. That's how I ended up doing this. It's just what fuels my soul. And so I started my business because I realized I am not going to be a happy person if I only help one law firm. I have to
Yeah.
help more. I have to.
So tell me about First Call Friday. What do you guys do? What's like the elevator pitch? How do I understand? How do the listeners understand how you help them get more referrals?
I help lawyers make friends who refer them cases. I help lawyers create a referral network. I teach them to create a list and market themselves to that list and build those as real relationships. What does that look like? It looks like a law firm or a lawyer could hire me to do one-on-one consulting with them. I can do it on a retainer basis if they're like, hey, let's just look at what we did last year. Tell us where we can do better in the following year, and my team can run with it. Sometimes an associate lawyer will be like, can you just give me coaching? Because I want to be a rainmaker in my law firm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, buddy, let's do this. And so
Yeah.
each month I'm their cheerleader, and I'm like, okay, what are we doing this week? What are we doing next week? Did you do that one thing? No. And I'll sit there and I'll be like, well,
Well,
we're going to do it right now.
let's talk about that one thing. What are the things that law firms can do to build their referral network?
So, first, they have to decide who they want to build it with, because that's really key. There are 4 different people you can grow your referral market with. You can do it with former clients, current referral partners, or future referral partners. So, let's say you're a law firm owner listening and you're like, okay, well, I want to get referrals from my former clients. Then I'll say, great. Well, how much money do you have? What do you want to do? First place you should start, staying in touch with them. Are you doing any kind of email marketing? That's a good place to start. No? Okay, great. Let's talk about birthdays. Do you send them a birthday card just to tell them happy birthday? Let me tell you that $3.50 birthday card you think is no big deal has resulted in referrals for numerous clients of mine.
Yeah.
It's
How do you get birthday
simple.
data?
Well, you have to have it in your CMS. Your case management
How do
system
you
should have
ask a
it.
client what's your birthday? Is that an onboarding question?
It should be. I don't know of many lawyers who don't already have it. Family law is going to need it for their petition.
Oh, yeah,
Personal
yeah, yeah.
injury law firms are going to
Yeah,
need it because they want it. Yeah. So
smart.
I haven't come across a practice area that doesn't have it.
Okay, fair.
So that's an
I like
easy
it.
one. So let's say someone didn't. Another way that you could stay in touch with a former client is the anniversary of when you close their case. Maybe it's a year later. Hey, Ted, we were just thinking about you. Can you believe it's been a year since we finalized your divorce?
Love it.
Hey, Ted, we were just thinking about you. Can you believe it's been a year since we settled your personal injury case? Something like that. With your current
Touch
clients,
points, touch points, touch points.
yes, it's all about touch points. 100%. It's all about touching points. If you're out of sight, you're out of mind. You're not
Yeah,
going to get referrals if people forget about you.
yeah. I like it. Love
So
it. All right, so you
that's
talked
really
about
key.
current clients, past clients, referral partners, and potential referral partners, I think. That was the three and four.
Yes.
Tell me about referral partners and potential referral partners.
So referral partners. Let's say there's a lawyer listening to this and they say, I get some referrals, but I want more, Delisi. What do I do? Then I said, okay, well, the first place you start is with the people already sending you cases.
Mhm.
Show me the list of the people already sending you cases, and let's talk about the things you can do to nurture that relationship. Do you talk to them just once a year? Okay, easy fix. Let's change that. Let's talk to them once a quarter, once a month, whatever you can commit to.
Yeah.
Let's say that you have a list of referral partners and you say, look, I don't want to see them. And some of these people are across the country. Okay, well, let's talk about doing something else. Can you send them a gift that makes sense on their birthday, on their law anniversary? Did they get sick recently and you send them a spoonful of comfort that says, hey, Ted, hope you're feeling well. And it's got some nice teas and honey and something in it. There's a lot of things you can do. Could you say, hey, you know what? I heard this great podcast episode that Ted did the other day, and I want to share it with you because I think you could learn a lot from it. Great. Share something valuable like a podcast episode to stay top of mind. That's super simple. You could text that, you could email that, you could share it on LinkedIn. And those are all little things. You just have to think about how to stay in touch in a way that makes sense for you and you'll actually do it. Because I can come up with a whole bunch of ideas on how you do that.
You are, Lisa, I'm literally taking notes because, like, I want to start doing some of this stuff myself. Like, why are we not doing that? Yeah, like everyone gets
Yeah.
Christmas gifts. Why not birthday gifts? It shows you care and it's not just as generic. Everyone gets a Christmas gift. Who cares about that? But a birthday
Yes.
gift shows them you care about them. I love these little tips. This is good stuff.
Yeah. Hey, can I give you another idea? Because you liked that one.
Yes, I did.
What if you, Ted, said, you know what? Instead of sending them a gift on their birthday, I'm going to send it on mine. I'm going to say, hey, Delisi, it's my birthday and I wanted to send you a gift because I want you to know on my birthday, I'm thankful for the people in my life who make my life great and my business great. And you're one of those people. Thank you.
I
Imagine if
love it.
someone sent you a gift on their birthday.
And that's a lot easier to coordinate.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if you like gifts, I mean, we could do a whole podcast just on gifts.
Yeah, I like that idea. All right, and that ties into the giftology strategy and all that. So potential referrals. What's a potential referral?
So, potential referrals are the people that could potentially refer you cases. They're just not referring you cases yet. So, I'll give you an example. I love to suggest for lawyers to get on LinkedIn and use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the easiest place to do that efficiently. It is free 99. The lawyers listening here and they're like, Delisi, I don't have a budget. I can't do that. No. Yes, you can. You can go on LinkedIn. You can type a post, you can comment on other posts, you can connect with people and start to create relationships on LinkedIn. It happens every single day. I get 1/3 of my business from LinkedIn.
Wow.
I have so many clients who get business from LinkedIn because they don't just go on there and say, hey, guess what? I'm a super lawyer. No, they go on there and they tell stories and they're relatable and they create connections with these people. And after a while, they're like, hey, Ted, you know what? We talk to each other a lot on LinkedIn. Why don't we hop on Zoom, get to know each other? And then it becomes a real relationship.
Yeah.
And then that relationship turns into referrals. But you can't just go on there and post and ghost and just be like, ah, it's fine. No, you have to like say hello and then have a conversation. And I promise you, it's not that hard. You just have to do it.
I'm guilty of posting and ghosting. I need to be
Are
better.
you?
Yeah. As soon as you said, I'm like, ooh, that one hits home. But yeah,
Oh, you
like,
post and ghost.
if you don't engage, you're just posting and ghosting. It's not about you.
Yeah.
It's building relationships. I couldn't agree.
Exactly. You can post and ghost on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok all day long. You cannot post and ghost on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is about creating relationships.
Yeah.
If you do that, I promise you, LinkedIn will show your posts more because they're like, oh, Ted, he posted that thing. It was awesome. And he always interacts with the people who drop comments on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I that one hits home a little bit too close to home, Delisi, if I'm gonna be honest. But I think it's great advice. I'm seeing a lot of attorney. We have a few attorneys in our network that I see, and they are diligent about putting out consistent, heartfelt LinkedIn messages. And my question is like, why are they doing it? But it sounds like they're building up referrals. They're building relationships with people to not only help build their brand and build their identity, but it results in more business because they're creating meaningful relationships online.
Yes, absolutely. It's literally a professional social network.
Yeah,
You
that's
should be
awesome.
doing that. And all of those lawyers can be making tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in attorney's fees if they use it to their benefit. And the other thing I will say, and you absolutely understand this much better than I do, but in a world of AI, in a world of search, LinkedIn is a platform where if you have your profile public and you're actually providing thoughtful, educational, informative posts, SEO and AIO can pull that content from your LinkedIn profile and it can rank.
Yeah,
You don't have to hire anyone to do it. You can do it yourself.
yeah. I love it. I love it, Delisi. I want to ask about how people can contact you to figure out how they can get more referral fees, build more genuine relationships with other law firms and referral partners. But before I do that, can I ask you a few more serious questions?
Yes.
You're on death row for a crime you didn't commit. What's your last meal?
Hmm. My last meal is going to be gluten-free pasta.
Oh, it
I
doesn't have
have
to be gluten
celiac.
free. You're not going to make it out tomorrow.
Oh, that's true. If I'm sick, I'm going, oh man, this is a good one. Okay, then truth be told, it's probably fried chicken because I haven't had that in over 12 years
Oh my
with
goodness.
some really good mashed potatoes,
Oh
a
yeah.
solid biscuit, like the biscuit where you're like, this is a good biscuit.
Yeah.
Just lather a whole bunch of butter, honey on top because you can't have the biscuit without honey. And then at the end, I'm a classy lady. So I'm going to have some creme brulee with some
Ooh.
fresh strawberries on top.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Yeah, you don't have to worry about gluten free. Tomorrow's not going to
Yeah,
come.
if I'm dying tomorrow, who cares how sick I am?
Weird fact about you that maybe you shouldn't share.
A weird fact about me. Gosh, that's a really good one. I would say a weird fact about me would be I am Miss Latina World 2008 to 2009. A lot of people are not surprised by that. Some people are very surprised by that. I don't share it a lot now because it's just a part of my past. But a lot of people find humor in thinking, man, Delisi used to strut across the stage in a bathing suit for people to vote for her in a pageant. And I was like, heck yeah, I did. I can still do it if I had to.
Good for you. Good for you. That's a cool fact. Um, best television show in existence.
Mm, you know, I'm gonna have to say Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
I freaking love Schitt's Creek.
All right.
David is me. Like, Actually, maybe it's a combo of like David and Moira. I got a little bit of Moira in me, but I love Schitt's Creek, like the writing on it and sarcasm. I am fluent in English and sarcasm. Sarcasm is my second language. So everything Schitt's Creek, you could have it on every single day, and I'd be like, I'm in. I'm in. Which episode is it?
Love it. Love it. Best part of your workday and best part of your home day.
Best part of my workday is when I'll be talking to a client and I will say something very casually, and they'll be like, that was worth my entire time with you. I never realized that. And that aha moment, like I see it in their eyes and in their face, and I'm like, this is why I do it. This is why I do it. That's the best part of my day. And then the best part of my day in my personal life is when it's actually kind of funny. I hope my husband listens to this. I find pure joy in cooking.
Oh yeah,
Cooking makes me happy because there's something about being forced to look at a recipe and like the things you're doing. You can't think about work because
yeah.
you might forget that you didn't turn down the stove from 5 to 3 and you're going to burn the chicken. Like you have to be in it.
Get in
And
the
then you
zone.
get yeah, and then at the end, you're satisfied because you get to eat the food that you made. And so my favorite part of the day is after I make a meal, my husband and daughter will audibly go, man, that was so good. And my favorite part is when they do that because I know it was a really good meal. And if they don't make that noise, I'm like, oh no, the chicken's dry, isn't it?
Oh.
Something's not right. You didn't make the noise.
And how old's your daughter?
She's 9.
Okay, fun age, fun age.
She's in the middle
Last,
of going 6, 7 all the time. And I'm like, if I hear that one more time, I'm gonna scream.
yeah, we have discipline actions on that. My oldest is 7, and I get it. Like, yeah, they're
I support that.
yeah. Dinner with anyone dead or alive, even non-fictional. Who you doing it with, and where you going?
Ooh, God, that is a freaking great question. Who would I want to do that with? Um, it's got to be someone sarcastic and super smart. Who is someone sarcastic and super smart that I think I would want to do that with? Actually, maybe it's not any of those. I think I might want it to be Will Guidara, the author of Unreasonable Hospitality. I
Yeah,
just finished his book and it's so freaking great. And I bet having dinner with him would obviously be great food and drink, but also the conversation would probably be phenomenal.
yeah, good, love it, love it. So, Delisi, if someone wants to learn more about your business, where can they go?
They can go to my website, firstcallfriday.com. First is spelled out. If they want to engage with my content and learn a lot for free, they can connect with me on LinkedIn. And those are the two best places. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram too, but I find true value in connecting with everyone on LinkedIn.
Awesome. I'll put a link to First Call Friday in the show notes and a link to your LinkedIn in the show notes as well. Delisi, it's been great having you on today. Thank you very much for being on the show, and I look forward to keeping up with your career.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Delisi. Have a great day.
You too.